Rafael Nadal, one of the most iconic champions tennis has ever produced, is delivering a message that doesn't require a single word. And that message is crystal clear. He stands firmly behind Eala. The young Filipino star has recently faced intense scrutiny and controversial treatment from umpires and WTA officials. But what's happening now goes far beyond a simple training session. This is Nadal drawing a line in the sand. This is one of the most respected figures in the history of the sport, signaling that enough is enough. When someone of Nadal's stature steps forward, the tennis world listens. The training footage says it all. Nadal isn't casually rallying for cameras. He's pushing Eala to the edge, demanding precision, discipline, intensity. The same championship standards he's demanded of himself for nearly 2 decades. Every drill is deliberate. Every exchange is intense. Every moment on that practice court sends a powerful message. Eala is ready. Ready for the spotlight. Ready for the pressure. Ready for whatever challenges are placed in front of her. And she's not standing alone. She is one of the greatest competitors the sport has ever seen in her corner. Let's be clear, Rafael Nadal has never been a man of half measures. His career has been defined by relentless work ethic, unbreakable resilience, and a refusal to back down from any obstacle. With 22 Grand Slam titles, historic dominance on clay, and countless comebacks from career-threatening injuries, Nadal's legacy is built on fight. And now, that same fighter's spirit is fueling Eala's rise. This isn't just practice. It's a statement.
Wow, it was so wow.
It must have made you reflect on the journey from there to here. There it is. What a beautiful picture that is.
No, it's crazy because when I look at this picture, I'm the same girl.
What makes this story even more powerful is that this isn't some sudden alliance born out of recent headlines. Rafael Nadal has been supporting her quietly for years. Long before the spotlight intensified and people began questioning how she was being treated, Nadal had already taken notice. He recognized something rare in the young Filipino standout: the hunger to improve, the humility to learn, and the relentless championship mindset that mirrors the very qualities that defined his own career.
That is association ranking. According to the updated rankings, Eala now sits at world number 40, her highest position since turning professional.
Think about what that really means. When Eala was dominating the junior circuit, she wasn't doing it alone. Through her connection to Rafael Nadal and his academy, she had access to world-class facilities, elite coaching, and a championship culture long before most people even knew her name. That 2022 US Open Girls Singles title, the historic moment that made her the first Filipino to win a Grand Slam title at any level, wasn't just about raw talent. It was about preparation, mental strength, the daily discipline and winning habits shaped inside a system built by one of the fiercest competitors the sport has ever seen. Nadal has always been protective of the young players in his academy. He doesn't inflate expectations. He doesn't manufacture hype. He believes results should speak louder than promises. But now, as the treatment Eala has been receiving becomes harder to ignore, he's no longer staying quiet. His public support sends a powerful message, and in the tennis world, his voice carries enormous weight. Watch their training sessions, and you'll understand why. Nadal doesn't go easy on her. He pushes her footwork to the limit, demands heavier spin and smarter shot selection, and most importantly, drills into her the mental resilience that defined his career. Every point matters. Every ball deserves full commitment. Champions fight, no excuses, no shortcuts. The chemistry between them is undeniable. Eala listens closely, asks thoughtful questions, and immediately applies corrections. That coachability, that willingness to absorb and improve, is exactly why Nadal is so invested. Talent may open the door, but work ethic keeps it open. And that's what he respects most. And he isn't the only legend paying attention. Novak Djokovic has also voiced concerns about how she's been handled, questioning why she was being pushed towards smaller courts instead of given bigger stages, especially considering the passionate Filipino fans who traveled across the world to support her. Djokovic even called Eala the greatest tennis player the Philippines has ever produced, and said she deserves full respect. When figures like Nadal and Djokovic both step forward, it's not noise. It's a signal. And the tennis world is listening.
That happened. I mean, you could argue that it was, maybe a poor schedule and maybe they could schedule them on a bigger court. Yes, but again, she's Alex Eala, that's been a talk, which is understandable. There's some players coming from respective countries, like she's coming from Philippines, which is now a big deal. She's been the biggest ever, tennis player from that country, which is a big country.
Let's talk about what Alex Eala was actually dealing with on court during the Australian Open qualifiers. During a crucial first set rally, she struck a ball that was clearly in. This wasn't a marginal call. The mark was visible. The crowd could see it. By every objective measure, it was her point. But the call came out. And instead of correcting it decisively, the officials chose to replay the point entirely. Anyone who understands tennis knows that's highly unusual. A ball is either in or out. You make the call and move forward. Replaying a point because of uncertainty isn't standard procedure. Yet in that moment, it felt like the normal rules didn't apply. Eala didn't stay silent. She calmly approached the chair umpire and said, "I know what you're doing." There was no outburst. No theatrics, just confidence and resolve. She made it clear she wouldn't be intimidated. And here's the most important part. She still won the match. Despite the controversy, despite the tension, despite the attempts, intentional or not, to disrupt her rhythm, she stayed composed and battled her way all the way to the final round of qualifying for the Australian Open. That's real mental toughness. But her first-round loss in the main draw opened up bigger questions. Was it simply nerves on a bigger stage? The jump in competition level? Or did the emotional toll of repeated disputes and high-pressure moments finally catch up with her? Those are fair questions. And they're exactly why the support from figures like Rafael Nadal and Novak Djokovic matters. When champions who built their careers on resilience and competitive integrity speak up, it sends a message that players deserve consistency, respect, and fairness. Now, with backing from two of the sport's greatest competitors, Eala steps forward not just as a rising talent, but as a player proving she belongs on the biggest stages, no matter the obstacles in her path. With Rafael Nadal firmly in her corner, Alex Eala is preparing to make a statement in the tournaments ahead. This partnership isn't just about refining technique or adding power to her shots. It's about building mental armor, the kind required not only to defeat opponents, but to withstand pressure, scrutiny, and difficult moments on the sport's biggest stages. Nadal understands that battle better than anyone. Throughout his career, he played through pain, erased impossible deficits, and won matches that looked lost. What he's passing on to Eala isn't just strategy, it's mindset. Champions don't complain about adversity. They adapt. They endure. They respond. The message being sent is simple. You can doubt her, test her resilience, or question her place, but she will keep improving, keep competing, and keep proving she belongs at the highest level. And she won't be doing it alone. This is about more than forehands and scorelines. It's about respect. It's about ensuring that talented young players, no matter where they come from, receive fair opportunities based on merit and results. Eala has already proven herself at every stage. She conquered the junior circuit, transitioned into the professional ranks, and demonstrated the composure to fight through adversity. Now, with one of tennis history's greatest competitors guiding her development and publicly backing her when it matters most, she's stepping into the next chapter with clarity and confidence.